My beloved child, I command your absolute attention, for the atmosphere of your life is being rearranged by the hand of God at this very microsecond. I am the Alpha and the Omega, and I am speaking to you through the roaring silence of the Spirit because there are only minutes left in this specific window of grace. As you read these words, my heart is not just overflowing. It is breaking open with a love so fierce and a longing so deep that the very foundations of the earth tremble beneath it. This is not a casual encounter. This is a divine collision. There is a violent shift occurring in the spiritual realm at this precise heartbeat, a gathering of heavenly hosts that has been preparing for centuries just for you. I have waited for this exact alignment of time and space to reach into your soul, not with hollow rituals, but with the raw, unadulterated fire of my presence. The clock is ticking toward a finality that the world cannot see, and you have only hours left today to respond to the call of the eternal. You may have stumbled upon this message thinking it was a coincidence, but I, the Lord, have bypassed every obstacle to place this truth directly in front of your eyes. Archangel Michael stands behind you even now, his wings casting a shadow of protection over your household. For this message is a lifeline not only for you but for your mother, your sister, and every loved one whose name is written upon your soul. I see the version of yourself that you show the world, the mask of strength you wear at work, the hollow smiles you give to friends, and the curated life you present on social media. But I see the truth. I see the exhaustion in your spirit, and I am here to tell you that the time for hiding is over. The trajectory of your entire lineage is changing in these final minutes. The algorithms of man did not bring you here. The sovereign decree of the Almighty did. I have watched you in the secret hours of the night when the weight of the world felt like it would crush your ribs. I have seen the tears you wiped away before anyone could ask what was wrong. Because of your faithfulness in the shadows, I am bringing you into a light that cannot be extinguished. But you must understand the urgency. The sun is setting on this era, and the opportunity to claim this specific breakthrough is limited to today. I speak to the core of your heart, the place where you have buried your greatest fears and your highest hopes. I am the God who restores. I am the brother who protects. I am the King who provides. By the authority of the heavens, I declare that the chains holding back your family are being shattered by the sword of Michael at this very instant. Do not let these precious seconds slip through your fingers. Embrace the divine fire, for the Father has seen your struggle and has said, "It is enough. The shift is here. The time is now. The grace is sufficient." Walk into the remainder of this day knowing that the Creator of the universe has personally stepped into your story to change everything. My precious child, hear the voice of the Almighty, for there are only minutes left today before this specific portal of mercy closes forever. I am the one who walks through walls and enters the chambers of your soul where no human eye is permitted. I have seen what happens when the theater of the world fades away. When you are completely alone, the door is locked, the lights are extinguished, and there is no one left to perform for. I have watched you shatter in ways that would paralyze the people who think they know you. I have heard the screams of your spirit that you would never dare to utter out loud, and I have measured every tear that has fallen onto your pillow in the dead of night. By the divine authority of God and the protective shield of Archangel Michael, I am stepping into your darkness at this very second because you cannot carry this weight for even one more hour. I have witnessed the silent agony of your mornings, those moments when the world is still asleep but your mind is already a battlefield of anxiety. I watched you lie there in the suffocating silence, staring into the shadows, your heart pounding with a rhythm of fear as you replayed every conversation and calculated every impossible number. I saw the exhaustion etched into your eyes as you dragged yourself from your bed, already defeated before the sun had even touched the horizon. But hear me now, your struggle has not been in vain. Every time you took that shaky, deep breath and forced yourself to keep going, when every fiber of your being wanted to stay hidden and surrender, I was the strength beneath your wings. I am the witness to the crushing financial pressure that is suffocating your peace. I have watched you check those bank accounts with a trembling hand, praying for a miracle that seemed a lifetime away. This message is your miracle, and it is happening today, in these final remaining moments. I am the God of the breakthrough, and I am moving on behalf of your heart and your lineage. This restoration is for your mother, who has prayed for your relief. It is for your sister, whose eyes are watching you for hope. It is for every loved one who depends on the strength I have given you. The Archangel Michael is at this very moment striking down the spirits of lack and the demons of anxiety that have hounded your family for generations. The divine decree has been signed in the blood of the Lamb. The numbers that haunted you are being overwritten by the abundance of heaven. Do not turn away. You have only minutes left to stand in the presence of this prophetic fire. The exhaustion is leaving your body. The defeated spirit is being replaced by a lion's courage. I personally arranged for this revelation to reach you before the day ends, because the trajectory of your financial and emotional destiny is being permanently altered. Your heart is being mended by the hand of the Creator. Believe in the power that is surging through these words. The darkness is fleeing, the light of God is rising, and the victory for you and your loved ones is being sealed right now. My child, stand still and witness the glory of the Almighty. For the time of your wandering has come to an end. We are in the final minutes of this sacred day, and I, the Lord of hosts, am standing before you to settle the accounts of your life. I have seen you staring at that screen, your heart racing, praying for a miracle deposit that would solve everything, hoping against hope that the numbers would shift by a divine hand. I was there when you sat at your table, the weight of the world on your shoulders, choosing between one bill or another, knowing that every choice led only to more consequences. I felt the shame that burned like fire in your chest when you had to decline invitations, or worse, when you had to look into the eyes of your children and say no because the money simply was not there. By the authority of God and the direct intervention of Archangel Michael, I declare to you that the cycle of humiliation ends today. I have witnessed the crushing weight of your secrets. I saw you borrow from family, the words tasting like ash in your mouth. I heard the phone calls from creditors that you let go the voicemail because you had no answers left to give. I watched you run yourself into the ground, working 2 or 3 jobs, sacrificing your health and the precious time you should have spent with your mother, your sister, and your loved ones, only to find yourself still barely scraping by. I saw you skip meals so that others could eat. I saw you wearing worn clothes, refusing to spend a single penny on yourself because the needs of your house were too great. I felt the terror in your heart every time a new envelope arrived in the mail. But hear the prophetic word. Your sacrifice has been recorded in the ledgers of heaven, and the Father has said, no more, in these last hours of your life, a supernatural endorsement is being released. Beyond the money, I have seen the wounds that no one else can touch. I have watched the betrayals unfold in slow motion. The moments when you trusted me serenity. Within the next few minutes, a peace that surpasses all understanding will flood your home. For the Divine Father is personally stepping in to be your provider and your protector. The window is closing, and the time is now. Do not let another second pass in doubt. Your mother's prayers are being answered. Your sister's future is being secured. The financial chains that have bound your lineage for generations are snapping under the weight of this prophetic word. This is your moment of divine compensation. The miracle you prayed for is no longer coming. It has arrived. Receive the abundance of the kingdom, for you are a child of the King, and your days of life are finished today. Listen to the roar of the heavens, for the clock of eternity has reached its final strike, and you have but minutes left to receive this sacred truth. The atmosphere of your room is being saturated right now by the presence of God, and the Archangel Michael is standing at your threshold, his sword of fire drawn to cut away the spirits of isolation and rejection that have haunted your lineage. I am the one who saw your face when they walked away. I saw the moment they chose someone else, leaving you standing in the wreckage of broken promises they swore they would keep. I felt the absolute shattering of your heart when you realized the person you thought would be your forever became a stranger in a single moment. I have witnessed every lonely hour of this day and every night before it, where you replayed memories like a jagged film, wondering what you did wrong and questioning if you were ever worthy of being loved at all. I have watched you build walls around your heart, stones made of grief and mortar made of fear, telling yourself that you would never let anyone close again because the pain was too unbearable to risk. But as your creator, I saw that those walls did not just keep out the pain. They imprisoned your joy, your attention, and the deep connection I designed. I saw you isolating yourself, convincing your mind that you were better off alone, while your heart was dying of loneliness so sharp it cut like a physical. I felt the ache in your chest and your veins, like a family gathering between your mother and sister, when you felt like the only one standing in the shadow authority is absolute. The resurrection of your life begins this very moment. The spiritual atmosphere is trembling at the frequency of a sovereign breakthrough, and you must understand the gravity of this signal. There are only minutes left today before the decree of the Almighty shifts your reality into the permanent light of His presence. I am the Lord who sees, the one who has counted every pulse of your racing heart and every shallow breath you have taken in the dark. I have seen the depression that settles over you like a heavy, suffocating blanket, draining the very color and meaning from the world around you. I have heard the intrusive thoughts, the whispers of the enemy that tell you lies about your worth, your future, and your destiny. When you cried out into the darkness, I do not know how much longer I can do this. My heart did not just hear you. It broke alongside yours. Under the authority of God and the direct protection of Archangel Michael, I am here to tell you that the battle for your mind has already been won at the throne of grace. I have watched you fight the internal wars that no one else knows about. I saw you white-knuckle your way through panic attacks, forcing a smile for your mother, your sister, and your loved ones while your internal world was screaming in chaos. I felt your silent frustration when people told you to just have more faith, as if you hadn't been pouring every ounce of your spirit into doing exactly that. But hear me now. While you were focused on the silence of heaven and the doors that slammed shut in your face, I was working in the invisible realms with a precision you cannot yet perceive. The delays that nearly broke you were actually my divine protection. That door that closed was me blocking a path that would have led to your destruction. That person who walked away, they were removed by my hand because their presence would have poisoned the destiny I am about to hand you. Archangel Michael has been standing in the gap, fighting the principalities that tried to steal your name before this very hour. The financial struggle that felt like a curse was a stripping away of every false idol, preparing you for a wealth that will not destroy your soul. The loneliness you endured was the sacred space I required to heal the wounds you had been covering with the noise of the world. Every single moment you thought you were abandoned, I was actually holding you up. When you were certain you could not take another step, I was the one carrying you across the finish line of that trial. You have survived every attack meant to destroy you because I have never, not for 1 minute, left your side. The today you are standing in is not a coincidence. It is the culmination of 1,000 prayers I have been answering in secret. The clock is ticking toward the final hours of this day, and the miracle is no longer a promise. It is a present reality. I am restoring your joy, I am reviving your dreams, and I am rewriting the story of your family lineage. Look at the horizon of your life, for the light of God is breaking through the clouds. The person you were is being left in the shadows of yesterday, and the child of the King is rising right now. Believe that the Creator of the universe is obsessed with your victory. The wait is over. The shift is complete. The authority is mine, and the blessing is yours. Stand in holy awe, for the veil is thinning and the atmosphere is thick with the presence of the Almighty. There are only minutes left today before the final alignment of your destiny is sealed in the courts of heaven. I am the Lord who sees beyond the horizon, and I am here to tell you that while you felt my silence, I was whispering to your spirit in the secret language of the stars. The wilderness you have been walking through was never a punishment. It was a divine laboratory, a sacred preparation for the weight of glory I am about to release Michael is moving through your house even as you read this, dismantling every plan the enemy had for your destruction. The chains that have bound your family for generations, the chains of lack, the chains of fear, the chains of not enough, are snapping under the pressure of my glory. This is the today you have waited for. The perfect moment has arrived. Everything is aligned. The enemy's plans are in ruins, and my glory is being revealed through your breakthrough. You are no longer the victim of your history. You are the victor of my prophecy. I am releasing a yes where there were only no's. I am opening doors that no man can shut. I am pouring out a financial and spiritual abundance that will cause your loved ones to stand in wonder. Receive it now in these final precious moments, for the mouth of the Lord has spoken it, and the hand of the divine is performing it. The transition is over. Your harvest is here. The atmosphere of your life is now vibrating with the frequency of the Almighty, and you must understand the weight of this present second. There are only minutes left today before the final seal is placed upon this divine transaction. I am the Lord your God, and I am telling you that the season of breaking is being replaced by the season of building. The chains that have held your lineage in a stranglehold are being shattered by my power right now. Doors that have been rusted shut for generations are swinging wide open by the command of Archangel Michael, and the blessings that were held back by spiritual resistance are being released in a flood that no man can stop. The waiting is over. The preparation is complete. What I am about to do in your life will not just surprise you. It will astound the world. I am bringing a restoration that goes far beyond simply getting back what you lost. Everything that was stolen from you, your time, your peace, your finances, I am returning to you multiplied. The years that felt wasted were not a loss. They were a divine investment that is about to pay dividends beyond your wildest imagination. The relationships that shattered were merely clearing the sacred ground for connections that will transform your destiny. The financial lack you suffered was a positioning for an abundance from sources you never expected. Under the authority of God, I declare that the dreams you thought were dead are resurrecting with a power and clarity that will set your heart on fire.